and low of the week. That's the same thing as our break and retest. Very correct.
Okay, thanks.
Very correct.
Which frame would you use?
All right. If you are day trading, if you are day trading, use the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Yes.
Is it also what we use to enter?
No, we use the 15 minutes to enter. One time frame. So, any other questions?
Mm.
No other questions?
I want to ask, see this on this current time frame, that red wick candle, is it a good retest on the high and low of the week?
Okay. On this time frame, right?
Yes, on this current time frame, is that red wick candle, is it a good retest on the
This
high and
red.
low of the week? Can we buy
Yes,
from
it's a
there?
good retest. Yes, it's a good one.
Okay, so that is also, that might also be assuming it's a good assuming it's like
Let's go to 15
on
minutes.
the, we can buy from that week and red week and place our stop loss under
Yes,
there.
this is it right here. This is it. This is the
Okay.
average rejection that you have. So we can buy from here. This is the rejection here.
Okay.
Understand?
Or we can
Stop
wait
loss
for
is
the
here.
break of those resistance and retest on the resistance as
Yes, you
well.
can also wait for that as well. So you have like different lookouts. You understand? So for as for
Got it.
TBK too, to be honest, we shouldn't be in profit TBK because we're expecting this price to go higher. Although you enter from a resistance point of view. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So whenever you want to enter a trade, make sure you enter a trade from a support if you are buying. And if you are selling, make sure you enter it from a resistance. Like from this point you entered, if you were selling, if this was a sell trade, this should be your entry for the sell trade from resistance point. Um, we talked about resistance and support. Resistance and support zone. So can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, you said you use ICT to trade, right? ICT concept.
Uh, Actually, I'm trying to incorporate what we learned yesterday, but I also use some other blocks. The reason why I entered that trade because it was on the 4 hour other block. Then on the 15 minutes, I now saw that, and 1 hour, I now saw that counter trend line. But I said, okay, if it breaks this counter trend on 1 hour and it's on a 4 hour zone, then it might be a good buy. So, but it seemed actually the break, there was a breakout, but that retracement, the retest was too deep. So, but I was still on the trade.
All right.
So that was how I just, then later I now drew the high and low of the week. And I discovered this trade is within this zone, oh, but I just left it all the same. That's why I was asking, so that we can be more careful next time to
All
know
right.
when to let a trade go and look for another one.
All right. That's a very good one. So since you use your risk management of saying okay, you are willing to risk that amount, right, in the trade, the amount you use for your stop loss. When you said, okay, you're going to risk the amount for this trade, just that risk management alone. If you lose the trade, you'll still be fine because it's part of the risk management that, oh, I'm going to lose this amount for the trade, right? Now, but nobody wants to be losing money, right? So that's why I want us to talk about support and resistance when we want to enter a trade. But this trade, you are still seeing a potential of it going higher. But support and resistance, you can see this was a zone right here. So whenever you want to enter a trade, even though you see it on the 1 hour, don't shoot your entry on the 1 hour. That's why I said come to the lower time frame. But if you shoot entry on 1 hour, you might be on a resistance zone from 15 minutes. I believe you shot your entry from the 1 hour time frame, right?
Yes, but I was supposed to be patient to wait for a retracement, but I didn't want to let the traders lead me. So I just, but
You just
mainly
want
I
to
entered, I
join,
just started pulling back. Yeah,
you just want to join the ride. You were seeing bullish, 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 bullish. You just want to join and
yeah,
the trade just when the trade saw your entry, just came back down.
just came down. Oh.
Yeah, the market is like
Then
that
it
sometimes.
started going up. I just left it and slept off, slept,
But
but I don't
whenever
saw
you
it.
want to enter next time, once you see a zone like this, a situation of resistance zone around that place, don't enter. Even unless what you have to do if you want to enter this trade is to wait for the market to break it higher, to break it the zone up. And when it's retesting the zone, that's when you enter.
Yeah, yeah. That's if I want to. I didn't really. I entered from the counter trends break. So that first pullback was where I entered. Yeah,
This one,
that
this
counter
one.
trend of 1 hour. Yeah, I entered on the breakout.
Okay, this one here.
Yes, but I didn't wait for the retest, so that was the issue. Yeah.
Okay, that means you entered from here. This was the entry right here.
Yes, around. Not there. That's before the pullback. That first breakout.
Okay, here.
So that's how I entered. Yes, the minute I entered, I started pulling back. Yeah.
Oh, now I see. Oh, this was the
So
entry right here.
my
You missed
stop
the
loss
ride.
was deep down. Yeah, my stop loss was deep down. But next I have to just wait for the pullback, no matter what.
So that your stop loss was a very big stop loss. You were about how many pips down? This is about 20 pips. Wow. That means you lost. You used 0.01, right?
Yeah, it was on the devil anyway, so I didn't put much
Okay.
emotion to it. Yeah.
Okay. If this was a real account, man, so much emotions will be attached to the trade at that point in time.
No, actually, I spotted the break and retest of it. So I just the way the candles were moving up, I wasn't sure if it was going to retrace.
All right. So next time if you want to catch a break and test, just like this one, make sure you put your you look out for both trend line and zone. You can see this was the low of the week and also a support zone, right? So you should be
Yeah.
expecting the retest of either the trend line or the low of the week.
Okay. So we can put our entry around that region.
Yes, and you should be around this place. Upon this break, you can see the break right here. Broke it above and the retest. Now you can see when we broke this one, you should be expecting this zone to be retested as well. It came here, it gave us like a double bottom and went higher. So when I drop this, I did it downtown. I think it took it from that point upon psychology level. The trade would have been a safe trade. Why the euro,
But I observed
JPY?
those push up. Well, I was just watching the push up. I was just waiting for that break of the counter trend. That was the issue. I would have entered early, but I was just waiting for the break of the counter
Okay,
trend line.
all right. So next time, correction next time. Make sure you look at different things, right? Don't just focus on one, right? Look at different opportunities. As I said, anywhere you're taking it, to look at the buy side and the sell side. Looking at the buy side, you're seeing more of the buy. Look at if you're looking at the trend line retest, also look at if there's a zone there to retest as well, like a support zone or resistance zone.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you see the support and resistance zone, so you can also look into that and say, okay, if I don't catch this one, I'm going to catch this one. Like we're having this
You have
break
to
right now. Upon the retest, you can see there's a
SNC to
break
enter
and
the
retest
trade.
of this
You
zone,
must wait for the trade.
and there's a break and retest of this zone, right? And we are seeing a bullish
Yeah.
engulfing. This will be like about Fibonacci 6 yeah, because the high of the week. So expecting it to go up.
And another reason why I'm expecting the price to still go up is that if you check on the daily zone, it is on
Daily.
a daily zone. Yeah, on the daily chart, you see that um, the price just started reacting. So there's still potential to take out that buy side liquidity up. So that's why I just left it. It's a good swing trade
Okay.
as well.
Okay. On the daily zone, this is liquidity resting down here.
And there's a possibility that
It's
you take
buying up.
out the top. Yeah, it might go up and take out the top on the
Yes, we're
daily.
gonna go and take out this stuff, right?
Yeah, so there's a
All right.
possibility that it
It's looking
might
like this
go
guy here.
to yes to take
It's
out
looking
the
like this
buy
guy.
side
Liquidity go
liquidity.
up.
Yeah,
Liquidity go up. Yeah, you're right.
exactly. So that's what I'm just anticipating. So that's why I just left my stop loss and left the trade on.
All right, that's a very good lookout. Look at the higher time frame to reduce the noise. If you focus only on the lower time frame, you will just be having different buyers, buy, sell. It will be messing with your head. So focus on the higher time frame. So let's look at 4 hours, then we'll come to 1 hour. So focus on the higher time frame if you want to catch the big moves. You can see on the 1 hour we have liquidity resting here, right? Below on the support zone. And then we have this pull up, like three um three white soldiers. This one forms green on the 4 hours. Then we have the three whites for the pull up. So that's a bullish, a candlestick pattern for bullish momentum. All right, so let's go to 1 hour and see if we have another conference telling us to maybe candlestick pattern. Okay, we have the bullish engulfing. We also have the bullish engulfing here. We also have the bullish engulfing here. This one wants to look like a Marubozu on the 1 hour. Okay, it has a weak pressing. Also have a bullish engulfing here. So we expect the guys to end up bullish engulfing as well. All right, so that is what we are expecting. Let's go to 30 minutes. Then wait 15 minutes. All right, in 30 minutes, we are seeing a bullish momentum. This is testing the zone. Now, here we can see a morning star on 30 minutes. Can you see this morning star? Which is a bullish candlestick pattern. Can you see red, doji, green? This is a morning star. So, minutes also we are seeing the bulls taking over as well. So let's see the ending of this candle is going to end up bullish. It's going to end in some seconds. In 10 seconds, it's going to end. If we end bullish, we are good. In 6 seconds, it's going to end. In 5 seconds, four, three, two, one, boom. End bullish, we are good. That's what we're waiting for it to end bullish. All right, so any more questions?
I want to also ask, do you also take your trades during the sections or you take your trade anytime?
All right, so it depends on the pair I'm trading, right? I trade different pairs. The pair I'm trading depends on the session I'm going to trade. If I'm trading GBP USD, I trade London session, New York session. If I'm trading Euro JPY, I drop the trade for Euro JPY. Do you take the trade?
Oh no, I think maybe I was in drawdown, so I just left one
All
trade
right.
first.
So
So
Euro JPY, Asian session 11 a.m. That's when it starts. Asian session that I take Euro JPY also in the night. The price moving. Okay, it's moving. This is the TP right here. This guy sets my TP. Still tanking around here. It does not hit TP. So if you're on this, you're already running a risk free trade because you are still seeing a potential of this coming down.
so sir, please, what's the thought process for this trade?
The what?
Your thought process. Why were you selling or
Why
buying?
was I selling USD card?
Yeah.
Okay, it's as simple as this, right? I'll just give you a simple explanation. No long process explanation. So from my experience, right? Whenever GBP USD is buying, USD card is selling. So if I see a setup for GBP USD buy, therefore USD card are already giving me a setup automatically for a sell.
Oh, that's mad.
So I've answered your question.
Okay.
You can still look into
So
it
that
and you still see the confluence here, right? But me, if I come, I'll still look at the confluence. But I already know from my experience when I'm buying GBP USD, I'm selling USD card. I've done it like not once. You understand? Realize some other pairs that are like that as well. Like the JPY pairs. Whenever Euro JPY is buying, all the JPY pairs are buying. Whenever GP Euro JPY is selling, all the JPY pairs are selling. So when you buy Euro JPY, just go and buy GP JPY, buy USD, buy NZT JPY. Just buy all the JPYs. Everything is going to come out in profit. Whenever
Then
Euro
today, the
JPY is selling, buy
API
all the
sold.
JPYs. Everything
Other
is going to sell. That's what happens in most cases. Like I've experienced it countless times. If the news is pushing the Euro JPY, so that is just you can actually go. What I do normally is before I even drop it, I'll go and analyze it. But I've already seen my first confidence that okay, when this one is buying, this one is selling already. So when I'm going there, I'm going with the sell bias. And once I get there, I'll see the setup playing out already. That is why this is like moving in the sluggish form now. But in some cases, this will be pushing down. I've seen a case where this one was pushing from a large, like from this top to this bottom zone for a sell, whereas GBP USD was buying and was buying a short like 50 pips back. But this one was selling like 100 pips during that period of the 50 pip buy. So it will surely go the inverse way, but the momentum will be different. You understand? GBP might be buying very well, like massively, and USD might be buying massively, and GBP USD will be selling, but maybe a small sell. But it just work like that. So other complexes attached to this, if you come here, you see some candlestick pattern. Number one, the price on the high of the week, and it's giving us a double bottom on the high of the week. I already know it's giving us a sell because GBP USD are giving me a buy signal. So I'm seeing a double bottom, and I'm seeing a weak rejection, multiple weak rejection on the double bottom, right? So this is test of telling it's going to sell. Now I want to see a bullish and bearish engulfing, and I'm seeing it. So upon here, just sniper entry, I'm going to sell, right? This is giving. All right, so this is giving us liquidity resting above here on the high of the week on a resistance zone, and then the BS take over from there. That's what we're anticipating. But anything can happen. That's why risk management is very important. Anything can happen. Even when you finish analyzing, anything can happen. Just know anything can happen. You can still push up and start to buy from there. But with analysis and risk management, you are good. If it pushes up, risk management, we already have break even at that point. CBK, you do SM, ICT. So you use change of paradigm. All right, Elizabeth, welcome. Good evening, how are you doing? All right, welcome. Did you take any trades today? All right, Elisa, did you take any trades? No, I mean, did you take anyone earlier on? Maybe the BTC, the GBP USD. Did you take any of them? All right. 15 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. Then you saw it. All right. So, all right. So if you see it 30 minutes after I drop it, you are still maybe you might not enter, but you might just send me a message that, oh, can I see enter? Then I'll look at the chat and tell you when to enter. Because if you saw it 30 minutes after I dropped it, you see, but I dropped it around this point on this psychology level. So if you see 30 minutes, let's say it was at this candlestick right here. So you would have just entered upon this leg here, this retest. Yeah. So you have gotten to I dropped four trades. So two of them are PTP, which is GBP and BCC. So we have two more floating USD card and Euro JPY. So let's see if Euro JPY hits TP. Okay, this is the TP for Euro JPY right here. All right, so let's see Euro JPY is still floating. We just broke this structure. It's coming back for a retest to go back up. All right. So if you want to add ICT to this, please this the ICT concept I want to mention is because we have ICT trader here. So if you don't really understand what I'm saying, please don't be offended. I also want to bring that point up. So TBK, can you hear me? TBK, can you hear me? All right. So this break and retest that we are doing is also is a concept, right? What the ICT call it? They don't call it break and retest, but price action call it break and retest. Well, ICT call it a different name. You understand? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Okay. All right. So Chibiki, can you hear me? Yes, maybe it's network. If you can hear me, just let me know. So I'll continue. All right. So let's do a little back test. Chibiki, once you can hear me, you let me know. But I'll do it for maybe last week or maybe this week. This is more the last week. We start from last week using the same break and retest. So we can just keep on practicing and get a good hold of it. So what TBK, if you can hear me, what ICT calls break and retest? Cliff zone. Okay. All right. So you can see is they are calling it a different name, but it's still the same thing. You understand? They're not giving it a different name. Now if I say cliff zone, I tend to explain cliff zone. Cliff zone. You're still going to come back to the understanding of break and retest. Okay, I can hear you. No, we are not combined. You are see what we are doing is we are looking for those terms. So we need to teach ICT and teach SNC, but it's still the same thing. Just I don't want you to confuse yourself with the terms, right? It's still the same thing we're talking about. Just please, okay, I can hear you. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I totally understand you. All right. So, well, with respect to what you just said, once we are waiting for a pullback, make sure we wait for the pullback on our zone, right? Look at this. Look at this one right here. This is a clear example. Look at this one right here. All right. Make sure we wait for the pullback on our zone. You can see this zone right here. All right. See the zone. So once you see the pullback on our zone, that is when we say, okay, we are ready to take the risk. So this should be, you can see what happened here. After the breakout, wait for the pullback to come back to the zone. Once the pullback enters the zone, that's when you will shoot. You understand? So whether you are waiting for, if I tell you 50%, right? 50%, right? Now 50% might not be where the zone is resting. The 50% can also be where the zone is resting. So that is first lookout. The first lookout is look for the zone, mark it out, and wait for that retest. And the second lookout you should do is to use of your Fibonacci and enter on 618. That's your second look. Look at this price is currently on 618. Either wait for the zone. If you have missed the zone, price is still dropping. Wait for 618. Fibonacci. You can go there and set your buy limit. That's what I do sometimes. I'll just go set my buy limit on 618. It's definitely going to come to 618 because many traders are trading with 618 as well. So do you understand? All right. So wait for it to come here. You can see if you're using SMT, this is FVG resting here. Fair value gap, right? A break of this is a break of structure, BOS, right? Break of structure, fair value gap resting there, comes back to reset the fair value gap. When it goes back up to clear this external liquidity resting up here, it's going to come back. This zone is already gone. After it drops to 618 and going back up. That is using SMC or ICT concept. But for price action, we make it very simple term. When you see the break and retest, you buy. When you see Fibonacci 618 on a retest, you also enter for a buy on the buy setup. On the sell setup, when you see break and retest of the zone, you sell. When you see Fibonacci 618, right, you also do what? You can see there's also a trend line break and retest resting here. Can you see that? Trend line break and retest, zone break and retest, Fibonacci 618, very good to shoot. Three confluences met. So this is a buy trade for BTC USD. All right. Okay, just want to add more confidence to it. All right, very good. All right, very good, very good. So trend line break and retest, zone break and retest, Fibonacci 618. You see the three of them happening at the same point. This is the three of them happening at the same point here. You shoot for the buy. It's going to come up. It might still sell, right? You might be wrong and it will sell. Sometimes you can be right and you to still go to your stop loss. That is why risk management is important. Now this people have moved harmony in our favor. If we entered at that 618, is 1,000. This is 13,000. This is 13,000, right? This is 13. Yes, that's 13,000. Then move stop loss to break even. That's risk management. You let it split. If you come back to hit your break even, you can re-enter upon hitting break even, or you leave it to float. You wait for another entry. So I hope I've made that clear. You have a question. Make sure you always secure capital when you're in profit. Stop loss to break even. I'm always announcing that to secure capital so that that capital Even if that trade goes and hits your break even, you still have capital to enter on that trade to trade again on that day. So he will lose, he will fight and run away, abi. He will fight and leave, leaves to fight another day. If you fight today, if you trade today, you still live with your capital. You live to trade another day. So we're expecting more bullish momentum from here. And see there's a liquidity resting here. That means if you go to 5 minutes, you see a bullish engulfing on this point. On the 5 minute time frame, you see the bullish engulfer resting there. Now see this is the bullish engulfing candle here. Can you hear you? I can hear you. All right. So break even is you're moving your stop loss to your entry. Now look at what happened here, right? We have a stop loss. At this point, our stop loss was one. You can see from the left hand side here. Our stop loss was 69403, right? You understand? Our entry was 69605, right? So okay, does it mean that the person does not have a stop loss? That's your question. Is that your question? So you're asking if break even means that you remove your stop loss. Is that your question? Can you hear me? Okay, all right. All right. Okay, okay, you are back. All right. So your question is if break even means there's no more stop loss in the trade. I can hear you. Can you hear me? So if I get it correctly, you're asking if break even means that there's no more stop loss in the trade. All right. So if you can hear me clearly, break even now. I'm explaining break even. What break even means right now. You can see my stop loss when I entered this trade. My stop loss was at 69396. Right. That was when I entered the trade. I put my stop loss right here, and where I entered the trade was at 69609. That's when I entered the trade. Now, once the trade has gone into my favor, right, that I'm in profit, right? Now, moving when I say I should move my stop loss to break even, or when I tell you move your stop loss to break even, I mean this place where the price is, just go there and go to modify on your MT5, edit it and change the price to your entry price, which is 69609. Do you understand? Change this price that was at stop loss, change it to your entry price. So if you change your stop loss price to your entry price, your stop loss is going to be after your entry. Do you understand? So your entry is going to be your stop loss. So that price as your entry is going to be your stop loss as well. So at that point, if your stop loss is your entry, that means if the trade come back to your entry, it will hit your stop loss, right? So if you hit your stop loss, that means you're out of the trade. That's what it means. So, but why putting your stop loss to break even is important is because when you put your stop loss at that break even as your entry, when I say break even, I mean put it at your entry. If you put it at your entry price, if the price come back to hit your stop loss at that entry, you won't be risking anything. You end up at 0-0. You understand? Your price, instead of you to be having loss, you'll be ending up, you see on the trade, you're having 0-0 profits, like 0-0 profits, 0-0 loss. You understand? So that's what we mean by moving a stop loss to break even. All right. So that's running a risk-free trade. That's what we like to do. If you want to leave the trade and go and sleep, just when you see a profit, move it to break even, then you can go do anything you want to do. Yeah, so that's sometimes if I want to leave my trade, I'll just make sure before I just want to swing a trade. When I've seen good profits, I'll just move it to break even and go to bed. Sometimes if I wake up, I'll see some of my broke even have been hits, and I'll see some of them in very good massive profits. Right? Once I wake up and see it in a zone, I'll just close out, take my profit. All right. So any more questions? All right. So let's continue. So what page do you want us to look into for the back testing? What page do you want us to look into? What page do you want us to back test? You want to back test BTC? We already did a forward testing for BTC. The same BTC is going to buy from here. Going to buy, but this was my sniper entry here. So since I've missed my sniper entry, I'm not entering the trade. I don't want to enter again because I've missed my sniper entry. That's my one of my rules that I follow. If I miss my sniper entry, I'm not entering the trade again. I always find that sniper entry. You understand? That was one of my rules that I follow. Once I miss it, that's why I have tend to not be trading from resistance because if I miss the entry from this sniper, I'm out. I'm looking for another setup somewhere else. Let's look at gold. So we are looking for break and retest, right? This was a break and a retest happening here. You can see it's happened right here. Can you see that? This would have been my entry here. Break, retest, boom, right? For SMC traders and ICT traders, you'll be calling here what? A break of structure, right? Break of structure, fair value gap resting here. It came up, it came back to retest the fair value gap and it's going back up. Break of structure, change of character, and the rest. Alright. Come here to form an internal range liquidity and going up. I understand. So that is for SMC concept. But for price action, we just see if the price broke the resistance, turn it to support and go up. So our entry will be here. So we just use for price action what we use that different. We just use simpler terms. We don't want to stress ourselves with too much grammar, right? With some sometimes even the terms that I see to use, it looks like I'm learning chemistry or architecture. So that's why I just basically just stick with price action. It's just easier, more simpler. It broke it, it's retesting the zone, it broke the resistance zone, turn it to support, retest, and buy from here. So that is what we are looking at. This should have been our trade. Okay, the call has ended. I'll share a new link. Okay, let me share. I'll share a new link. A new link. I'll share a new link. continue. All right, so I'm going to share my screen right now. I'll continue. All right, all right, Mr. Daniel, welcome. Good news, sir. How are you doing? That's very nice. Very nice. All right, so can you see my screen? Telling me welcome. Welcome back. Can you see my screen? All right, that's what Euro GPY is doing. Okay, this is on this will support. This will be our entry. Okay, so Daniel, so you said what am I presenting? All right. A simple strategy that we used to trade today. We used the strategy and we had two CP hits. We hit two CP today. Why some of them are still floating. All right, so we still have two trades floating to CP, and we already have two CP hits. But that was BTC and GBP USD, or is that CP and USD card and Euro JPY is still floating. So this Euro JPY is still floating. You are still anticipating to get to the high of the week. So we are using a simple strategy called break and retest. So I believe you know of the strategy already. All right. So on this Euro JPY right now, using break and retest, I'm seeing an entry right here. Because this is a zone. So this is just a clear example, right? This is a clear example. This is a zone, resistance turning support. This is our entry right here. Broke the zone, we expect to retest it and go higher, right? So that is what we are looking at. So our entry will be here. So if you want to enter trade Euro JPY, you should go and buy Euro JPY right now. Although I already dropped the trade, so I won't be dropping this. Yes, you can buy it right now. Right now. All right, all right. You can. If you want to test it, I'm not the one controlling the market. Use your proper risk management. I always state it in my trades. But just test the strategy, right? You're not testing me. You're testing the strategy, right? So just buy right now. Buy right now. Yeah, Euro JPY. Yeah, Euro JPY. Break and retest. Buy. That's our strategy that we're using. Good. All right. Gold, the current market of gold. Let me see. Let me search out gold. This is BTC USD. Let me change it to gold. Thank you very much for the compliments. Gold sports. All right. Yeah, I'm switching up. I'm switching to gold. Slowly. Let me refresh it. So I guess I'll be switching to my phone view in a bit because the power just went out. So switching to my phone view. We'll still be looking at the analysis.